Hi and welcome to Circuit 3. I'm Charlotte Hashim, the Service Fitness Advisor, and I'm joined by Lucy Goodwin, our Fitness Apprentice. So this circuit, if you've been through Circuits 2, is very similar, although we do incorporate shuttle run now in between each exercise. So it is a real push of not only resistance training, but also the cardiovascular challenge too. One of the differences, we don't have the overhead press in this circuit. If you are following the 12-week program and you are incorporating 2 of the workout 3 into your session, that is now predominantly focusing on strength for overhead press. So this does give your overhead press a little bit of a relax. However, it is still very heavily upper body focused with the equipment carry. We've moved the figure of 8s up into a med ball hold. So do what you can, challenge yourself. You know your boundaries, make sure you're fit and able to join in today, make sure you've got comfortable gym clothing on, you've got your water, and again, as we've said through the other circuits, if you need a slightly longer recovery, then just pause, take that recovery and join back in when you're ready. We're now going to warm up. Okay, so we're going to start off by getting warmed up. Get yourself set up first, nice and tall, take your shoulders back and down, engaging that core like we've done in previous sessions, pulling these tummy muscles in to protect your lower back. We'll start off with a march and walk it through. So as I've said in previous sessions as well, we're just focusing on increasing our heart rate, not causing fatigue, warming up our joints, warming up our muscles, getting ourselves ready. So if you want to circle your shoulders, we're going to start to mobilize our joints. Good, and let your shoulders sit back and down. Take it out to our wrists. Have some wrist circles. Switch direction on that there. Good, bring your arms down and we're going to bring our knee up. We're going to switch on each side. So we're starting to activate into our quads, because we do have our shuttle runs in here too, and our step in. Good, 2, 1, back into that march. We take it up into a little jog. If you are doing this in a gym now, if you do have access back into a gym, you can warm up on a treadmill, good brisk walk for 5 minutes. Make sure you mobilize those joints and incorporate some of the resistance light exercises we'll come on to shortly. You can modify it that way. Do what's right with wherever that environment is you're training. Pause, now bring a kick up behind. So we're just activating into our hamstrings, giving a dynamic stretch out on these quads. 2, 2, 1, back into a jog. Take it up a little bit more. Good, and pause. Take a hip opener. Out on the right, out to the left. Keep it controlled. 2, 1, back into a jog. Take it up a little bit more. And we're going to come into a squat. Bring it slightly wider than hip distance. And sit. Drive through those heels as you come back up. Keep your chest lifted. Good, and pull those hips back. 2, 1, back into a jog. Take it up a little bit more. Keep it going. Bring that down to a walk, shoulder circles again. And we're going to pick up some light weights now. Bring in some light weights. Take an underhand grip on these weights. We're going to keep our march going and bicep curl up. Full range of movement. Because this circuit is heavily focused on upper body, just incorporating some light weights to make sure you're thoroughly warmed up. Turn your palm in to face you. Shoulders back into an upright row. Bring the elbows up and out to the sides. Good, keep that core engaged, shoulders back, really good, keep going. Good, 2, 1, and we're going to bring up in front into a front raise, just to shoulder height. Keep the elbows off lock. Good. Bring it up. Keep those shoulders back. Bring it up. And again. 2 more. Last one. Good. Bring them down. Pop your weights back down. And we're again bringing it up into a jog. Bring that heart rate up. Bring your knees up. High knees. Bringing it into a slight jump now. And kick up behind. Keep it going. So you're going to be going into your first exercise, equipment carry. Do what you can. Keep those feet moving. And you should be ready to go.
Equipment carry starts in 10 seconds.
Starting our first exercise, we've got equipment carry. If you completed circuit 2, maybe try and bump up the weight just a tiny bit. We've got 45 seconds of this. Remember those key teaching points, keeping your shoulders back, core engaged.
Good, 15 seconds to go.
Keep pushing. Coming up next, you've got a 30-second recovery before 30 seconds of shuttles.
2, 1.
30-second active recovery, keep your feet moving. Coming up next, 30 seconds shuttle run, then straight into stepping with weights. Vary the weights or the height of the step to modify your intensity. "30-second shuttle run.
So first round of stepping with weights if you can. I know you've just come straight off of shuttles, so pace yourself. Make sure you get that foot on the step all the way on. Keep your shoulders back and down. And switch on that lead leg too, and keep it going. Push yourself up. If you did circuits 2, you'd have completed this exercise before. Can you push up that weight? Challenge yourself a bit more. We've got 10 more seconds. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1.
30-second recovery, then straight into 30 seconds of shuttle run. Following shuttle run, you're straight into medicine ball hold. Holding a weight, dumbbell, medicine ball, rucksack. Keep your shoulders back and your core engaged and hold the weight out in front. Take it round to the left and hold for 5 seconds and then repeat on the opposite side. To add variation to the exercise, you can circle the weight. 30 seconds shuttle run.
Okay, we're going into our first round of med ball hold. This is an isometric movement, so there are a few key teaching points you really need to bear in mind. You're going to make sure your core's engaged the whole time through, shoulders back and a slight bend in the elbow. Every 5 or so seconds, you can switch it round and hold at the opposite side. If you do find this too difficult and you have done circuit 2, take it back to those figure of 8s. However, if you want to push yourself a little bit further, you can also add tiny, tiny circular motions. Remember, keep breathing, really focus on prioritizing that breath.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
30-second active recovery. Coming up next, 30 seconds of shuttle run, then straight into ball roll out and carry back. Roll a medicine ball or a weight out along the floor. Whilst bending your knees, keep your core engaged, lift the weight back up and walk it back to the starting position. Vary the weight to modify the intensity. "30 seconds shuttle run.
Good, so you're coming off a shuttle straight into ball roll out and carry back. Make sure you bend your knees to pick that ball up. Keep that quality and technique right. Keep it going. And obviously you can progress from circuit 2, increase that weight if you want to. 15 seconds left. Three, 2, 1.
30-second active recovery. Coming up next, 30 seconds of shuttle run, then straight into lunge with rotation. Keeping control, step forward on the lead leg, turning the front toe in slightly for balance. Keep the shoulders back, extend the arms forward as you lunge down and rotate around over your forward leg. Keep the movement smooth and controlled. "30 seconds shuttle run.
Lunge with rotation. Keep it really slow and controlled. Keep your shoulders back when you step forward. Turn that front toe for your balance. Keep that core engaged and rotate over your forward leg. You don't need to use a weight if you don't want to. That's a progression from circuit 2. Keep it going. Good. Remember to keep the movement controlled. We got 10 seconds left. Really great exercise through the legs, through the obliques. 2, 1.
60-second active recovery before the start of round 2. Starting back with equipment carry in 10 seconds.
So second a good firm grip on your weight. We've got 45 seconds. Keep it going. Make sure you stick with a brisk walk. Try and avoid running with this exercise.
Keep pushing, we've got 15 seconds left.
Next up, you've got a 30-second recovery before you're into shuttles.
5, 4, 3, 2, and rest.
30 seconds active recovery. Coming up next, 30 seconds of shuttle running, then straight into stepping with weights. "30-second shuttle run.
So we are back in with the stepping straight from your shuttles. Really use this time, get your breath back. This is our second round, so if you are feeling it, if your legs are tired, take it steady, but you have got a 30-second recovery after this, so do push yourself all the way to the end. Switching on that lead leg, keep breathing, doing really well.
Good, we've got 5 more seconds. Dig deep. 2, 1.
30 seconds active recovery. Coming up next, 30 seconds of shuttle run, then straight into medicine ball hold. "30-second shuttle run.
Okay, we're going into that second round of med ball hold. Remember those key points, core engaged, keep breathing, nice and steady, slight bend in the elbows. Keep breathing, really good work. Taking it round every 5 seconds. And if it's getting tough, we have done a round already, take it to those figure of eights from circuit 2. Keep pushing.
Ten seconds.
Keep going, final few seconds. Keep breathing, core engaged.
30-second active recovery. Coming up next, 30 seconds of shuttle running, then straight into ball roll out and carry back. "30-second shuttle run.
Second round of med ball roll out. Keep it going. Well done. Remember, you've got a 30-second recovery after this. Then shuttles, and then you're back into your final exercise of lunge with rotation. Keep that quality right, look after your technique. You've got 15 seconds to go. Keep pushing, nearly there. 3, 2, 1.
30 seconds active recovery. Coming up next, 30 seconds of shuttle run, then straight into lunge with rotation. "30 seconds shuttle run.
Okay team, this is our last round, last exercise. Really push yourself that little bit further. Remember, we could be feeling tired now. Focus on that quality and technique. Bringing it up, stepping out, bending forwards, rotating over that bent knee. Back to the top. Nearly there.
Last 10 seconds.
Final push.
3, 2, 1.
Amazing work everyone. We've now finished circuit 3. Take this time, little jog on the spot to get our heart rates down. Get your breath back, but really focus on staying moving, as you don't want your heart rate to drop too quickly. Hopefully you've really enjoyed the circuit. Take some time now reflecting on how you found it, what went well, how you'd like to improve. Maybe if you've made notes of your weights, if they were easy, too hard, and for next time if you want to increase or decrease them. When you're ready, take it down into a march, adding in some shoulder circles. Get your breath back. Grab a drink of water if you need it, but do try and keep moving. Taking your shoulder circles in the opposite direction. Really good job. And into a side step when you're ready.
Okay, so this circuit 3 really complements workout 3. So if you're following through that once or twice a week, you'll also be on the 12-week program incorporating the core exercises too, which really focus on getting deep into these core muscles, all the layers of your abdominals, which are going to really help you with that strength for all the upper body and the overhead work and the heavy lifting and carrying. So they all complement each other. So make sure you continue to work through the workout 3 and those core exercises too. With this cool down, again, if you're in a gym, you can get yourself on a treadmill, brisk walk for those 5 minutes. That's absolutely fine too. And then you can incorporate in the stretches that Lucy's going to take us through shortly.
So we're going to continue now with a march, whatever your body needs. If you need some more shoulder circles, just listen to your body. Again, getting that heart rate down before we move into some stretches. Nice and steady, taking it a little bit slower. Little bit slower. And we're going to take it into some stretches. So first of all, we're going to stretch out our calves. You're going to take your left leg back, Bend that forward knee, make sure your knee's not going over your toe, nice straight back, leaning forwards, gently stretching out that calf at the back. Keep your chest up. Breathe through it. Bring it to the top and we're going to switch legs. Taking that right leg back again, nice right angle with your forward leg, stretching out that calf. Hold it here. Brilliant. Now we're going to take it to the top. You're going to have your feet together, slight bend at the knee, take that right foot out forward, and here we're going to be stretching the back of that hamstring. Nice straight back. Keep breathing. Back together, reset, and you're going to go out with your opposite leg. If you want to increase the stretch, just tip your bum up that tiniest bit, just to increase it down the back of that leg. Holding it here. Feet back together. We're now going to stretch out those quads. If you need to, you can hold on to something. Take your right leg, pulling up to the back of yourself, hips forward. Like I said, if you need to hold on to something, feel free to do so. We're going to hold it here. The more you push your hips forward, the more you are going to feel it. Nice and steady, controlling that breathing. Switching legs. Bringing that foot up behind. Nice, steady breaths. Really good work. Hopefully you're feeling your heart rate's come down a bit more now. You're getting that breath back. Release your leg. We're going to take it into a stretch of our inner thighs. Step that leg out, so you'll have your legs out either side. You're going to bend onto that right knee. You want to rest your elbow on your thigh. You don't want to be putting pressure on that knee. Stretching out the inner leg, and if you want, you can take your arm overhead, holding it here. Again, not putting too much pressure on that leg. Bring your feet together, back up, leaning into the opposite leg. Arm overhead, nice deep stretch of that inner thigh. Keep it here, a little bit longer. When you're ready, bring your feet up, back to the center. We're now going to stretch out our arms. So first of all, for your triceps, take the arm behind your head. You want to place your hand on the belly of the muscle. Again, don't push down on it too harsh. Just a gentle stretch. Holding it here. Changing it again onto that opposite arm. This circuit was quite heavy on those arms, so really take this time to stretch it out. A few more seconds here. Really good. We're now going to stretch out our shoulder. Bring that arm across the front of your body, hugging it in with your opposite arm. Again, not putting too much pressure on that elbow. Hold it here. Shake it off, moving on to the opposite arm. Finally, we're going to stretch out that back, feet together, little bend in the knees, reaching forwards, drop that head down, really opening up that back. Holding it here, taking it back, push that chest out. Really good work. Give it a shake off, down, touch the floor, touch your toes, touch your calves, however far you can go. Bring it all the way to the top, and we are finished. So massive well done. Hopefully you've really enjoyed it, you've really felt the benefits, and you shall look forward to doing your next circuit.
Wow. Thanks ever so much, Lucy, for stretching us out. See you on our next circuit. Thank you very much.